I've been in Bulgaria for about 3 weeks now, and I've been eating a lot of food here. Whenever I go to a new place, I try to eat a lot of the traditional food, and Bulgaria is no exception. So I wanted to make a video about my 5 favorite foods that I've discovered here in Bulgaria. Now, I didn't really do any research for this video. I didn't really, seek out every type of Bulgarian food, so there are probably some delicious things I'm missing here. These are just kind of the things that I've discovered going about my everyday life and the foods that I keep coming back to time and time again. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Number 5 for me is this sausage thing. Honestly, I don't know what it's called. Every time I look it up, I forget. It has a super Bulgarian name, so I'll just put it on the screen. But this is my first love when it comes to Bulgarian food. There's a place down the street from where we're staying that sells these out of a window. We discovered it during our first day wandering around Sofia, and during our first week or so, we got these pretty much every day. It's basically a sausage wrapped in dough, I guess almost like a pig's in a blanket, but just a really big one. This thing is huge, it's super filling. This variation I've been getting is sort of pizza-esque, I guess. It's got a little bit of tomato in there, a little bit of cheese. I don't know if that's traditional or not. I'm guessing it's just a variation they make, but yeah, this thing is super yummy. So good. One of these, perfect way to start the morning. Number 4, I'm gonna go with Tarator Soup. I don't have it in front of me because I don't know a place that'll make this quickly to go, but this is my favorite soup I've had in Bulgaria. It's a yogurt-based soup, and it also has cucumbers and dill and garlic. It's almost like if you made tzatziki sauce into a soup. Bulgaria is geographically just north of Greece, so a lot of the cuisine shares some similarities with Greek cuisine. But this soup is so good, so refreshing. It's a cold soup. It's perfect on a hot summer day, and the fact that it's yogurt based makes it pretty Bulgarian. So Bulgarians seem to love their yogurt. When you go to a grocery store, there's not a huge selection of much of anything, at least compared to America, except yogurt. There's basically an entire aisle of yogurt. Look at all this yogurt. It's having trouble focusing here, but you can sort of see the Bulgarian flag right there on the yogurt. This stuff is really delicious. It's, I guess the closest thing I can think of is like a Greek yogurt. This is a lot creamier. Still got that like tangy taste you'd get from a Greek yogurt. And this stuff isn't everything. It's hard to have a lot of traditional Bulgarian cuisine without having yogurt in some way. Like I mentioned, there's yogurt in the Tarator soup, and there's gonna be yogurt in some of the pastries I described later. Number 3 is a Mekitsa. Now, I love fried dough, and it seems like every region of the world has its own variation of fried dough. When I go to New Orleans, I love getting beignets. When I go to Canada, I love getting beaver tails. There's a Wikipedia page that lists like probably over 100 variants of fried dough around the world. And in Bulgaria, the variant of fried dough we have is the Mekitsa. This is a fried dough where the dough is made with yogurt. That's what makes it a little unique. Traditionally, it's topped with powdered sugar, like you can see here. And I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but it's also really delicious. Oh, so good. This traditionally seems to be more of a breakfast pastry, but the place I got it from is open until 7 p.m., so you can get it whenever during the day, pretty much. So good. It's like a little crispy on the outside, a little chewy on the inside. This one I have is the traditional powdered sugar variant, but you can also get it with various toppings. I'm literally getting powdered sugar all over my computer here. That is messy. So this one here has cream cheese and blueberry jam. Same dough, just topped differently. The jam adds a really nice flavor. I think I might actually like this better than the powdered sugar one. This is incredible. If it wasn't so unhealthy, I would eat one of these every day.
Number 2 is a Shopska Salad. This is something I've gotten at a number of restaurants, but it's simple enough that I'm just gonna make it myself. There are some variations of this, but the one I'm gonna make has tomatoes, cucumbers, bell peppers, Bulgarian cheese, salt, and oil. Let's start with tomatoes. In my opinion, this is the star of the show. Bulgarian tomatoes are insanely good. I also associate Italy with having really good tomatoes. People have told me that Turkey has really good tomatoes, so I think this region of the world just has really, really good tomatoes. And these are just from the grocery store, and even these are better than anything I've had in the US. But if you get tomatoes from a local market, oh my God, they are mind-blowingly good. So I'm gonna chop up some tomatoes and throw them in the salad. Next we have cucumbers and onions. Nothing too interesting there. We also have bell peppers. I've seen some recipes call for green, some for red. I don't think it really matters as long as it's one of those two colors. These look quite a bit different than green bell peppers I find in the US. They're like a little less perfect looking, which is honestly probably a good thing. Then we have a few pinches of salt and some oil. According to Wikipedia, sunflower oil is the authentic thing to use, but all I have is extra virgin olive oil, so I'm just gonna use that. This is the other really important ingredient. It's Bulgarian cheese. You can see the Bulgarian flag on there. I think it's called serene cheese. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right.
Bulgarian cheese called sireni.
But this is a white brine cheese. It's kind of similar to feta cheese, but a little creamier. Kind of the same deal as the yogurt. Here's what it looks like outside of the packaging. You can see it comes in a block. This is the one I used in the salad. In addition to the salad, I've also seen this cheese in some pastries. And here we have a delicious Shopska salad. And you can see that this is actually the colors of the Bulgarian flag. And this is apparently the national dish of Bulgaria.
And number 1 is the Banitsa. This is my favorite Bulgarian food. Once I discovered these, I basically stopped getting all of the other pastries and started getting one of these pretty much every day. I discovered a little shop near me that sells these by weight, so you can just tell them how much you want and they'll weigh it. This one here is more of a traditional one. It's this pastry, but then the filling has some eggs and cheese in it. It's that same Bulgarian cheese that we saw in the Shopska salad. And the traditional one is really good, but my favorite variant is the one with minced meat. Not really sure what kind of meat is in there, but this is insanely good. This is the one that I get pretty much every day. Usually on my way home from the gym, I'll get one of these Banitsas with minced meat. Lexi loves them too. I've also had one of these with an apple filling. There's a restaurant I like that has these where, I don't know if it's really filled with much of anything, but it's served with a side of yogurt and you dip it in the Bulgarian yogurt. That's also really good. But the meat is what takes the cake for me. So there you have it. Those are my 5 favorite Bulgarian foods. And like I said, I didn't try to seek out every Bulgarian food. This is just kind of what I came across in my day-to-day life. So if there's something I'm missing, leave a comment down below. Tell me what other foods you like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and I will see you in the next one.